Looks pretty colorful. So now it just needs to simmer several hours and refrigerate overnight, and then it'll be ready to enjoy. I'm going to put together a batch of Empress chili. It's a chili my father taught me how to make a long time ago. I've got the recipe, but I hardly ever follow it. I just kind of improvise. But the first thing I do is get some water boiling. Got about 2 pounds of meat. You're supposed to use ground chuck, but I use really lean beef instead. So you get, I think about a quart per pound maybe. So you get some water, get it on here to get boiling. And while I've got the meat right here, while I'm waiting for the meat to boil, I'm going to go ahead and cut up the onions, tomatoes, and garlic. This is called Empress chili. I think some people might call it Cincinnati chili. And my water's boiling pretty strong. So I'm gonna go ahead and crumble in the beef here. And chop that up. But I want to wash my hands first after handling the beef. So at this point, I'm going to add some red wine vinegar, probably about 3 tablespoons. So I guess this chili was very popular in the part of the country that my father grew up in, and he passed it on to me, the recipe, and I really like it too, and so I want to pass it on to my kids as well. Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. About 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna go ahead and prepare the spice bag. I use about a 6-inch or 8-inch square doubled of cheesecloth. And I think the recipe calls for 35 allspice, whole allspice. I don't count them, I just put in a lot. And bay leaves, crumbled. I think it calls for 6. I like the flavor of the bay leaves, so I'm a little heavy-handed on bay leaves. I like the flavor. That and an allspice. These are the things you want to go in the spice bag. They would be too powerful if you happen to get a bite of that. So you put it in a bag and let it soak or cook in the chili. And then also red pepper. I don't have whole red peppers, but I have crushed, so I'll use some of that. Then you just take some thread and tie it up into, you create a spice bag here. And I double it up because one might let some of it leak. And then do the old square knot on it. Then I'll just trim the excess here. So that's the spice bag. So I've got the spice bag prepared. The meat is grayed up, so I'm going to go ahead and dump. Looks pretty colorful. So now it just needs to simmer several hours and refrigerate overnight, and then it'll be ready to enjoy.